How would you compare a tool like Socrates Tree to a tool like SurveyMonkey?
I think that the Socrates Tree gave me so much more information, but I think that was because we were lucky in that the parents spent a long time writing comments, and I think that was really, for me, was the most useful thing. I had masses and masses of stuff that I was able to read, but what was good is I didn't have to just sit there and read a whole report. I could home in on the bits that I wanted to read and start to tease out the information that way. And actually I then started to kind of collate it together and form a kind of a précis really of we've got 100 parents have commented, and actually about half of them are actually questioning the leadership in the school. And that was interesting for me. So I started to put those comments together, and there started to be a kind of common thread. And I think the trouble with something like SurveyMonkey, you maybe just get what do you think of the leadership, and you might just get a 5 out of 10 as an average. But actually that doesn't really tell you a great deal, because
it doesn't expose the underlying causes.
No.
All right.
I did it in stops and starts. I didn't do it all in one go. So I kind of I had the summer holidays, so during the summer holidays I'd think, well, I'll have another look at Socrates Tree, and I kept dipping into it. So I did it that way. And I would tend to go to it with a specific, there's something specific I want to find out. Okay. So I'd kind of have a desirable outcome that I wanted to get from it each time. And I'd think, okay, but it was interesting because I'd find something out, and then I'd think, okay, now I want to find out why that might be. So I'd then go and look down the list of questions and think, okay, that question now might give me the reason why these responses are coming out like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so
it's kind of a bit of a journey that I took, really.
Absolutely, that's what we're looking for. So it's not a one-off tool that after your project you look at the results and that's it. It's something you have a reason to keep coming back to, and finding out more.
And I went back to it, earlier this week. So I'm still revisiting it now. It's something which there's still more information that I'm picking from it even now, which is great. And I think that's where it's so much better than SurveyMonkey, because there's a lot more information there.